Hi, I'm Jack Morris, and I'd like to congratulate you on having purchased one of the most innovative laser bore sighting systems available today. The Accusight bore sighting system is an accurate and convenient way to align your rifle or shotgun. It works on most bolt and lever rifles. Some semi-automatic rifles may require a bit of disassembly for the laser emitter to be inserted. With proper use and care, the Accusight bore sighting system will provide you with years of reliable service, saving you time and money while enhancing your target shooting or hunting experience. Today, we will show you how easy it is to use this system. But first, let's go over all the features of the Accusight bore sighting system. The Accusight bore sighting system comes in this lightweight hardcover carrying case. Inside is everything you need to bore sight a .223 caliber rifle up to .458 caliber or 44 Magnum caliber rifles. The laser emitter and power cord are packaged in the middle of the case to the left. The Accusight laser bore sighting system's dispersed beam is emitted into the rifle bore and completely fills it with laser light. Be sure never to look directly into the laser emitter and never aim it at another person. To the right of the emitter, you'll notice 6 casings which will screw into the front of the laser. Ranging in size, they are built to scale depending on what firearm you'll be using. So the casings fit into the gun barrel just as a cartridge would, specific to caliber, making for a precise fit. It uses your rifle bore for positive control and accuracy. The different size calibers are inscribed directly onto the casings for easy referral. They are crafted out of a durable brass metal and finished in chrome to endure proper weathering and to prevent rust. Directly in front of the casings are 2 posts. Each is a different size depending on the rifle you'll be using. Next to them is a round balance piece that screws onto the threaded end of the post, creating a muzzle adapter. Appropriate sized O-rings to fit the adapters are stored in this canister. The laser emitter power supply runs on 2 AA batteries. The convenient on-off switch lets you keep the emitter plugged in without draining the batteries. A clip on the rear of the unit allows it to be attached to your belt or pocket, or you can just lay it flat on a surface. Finally, you'll see the reflective target kept in this protective sleeve. Now that you are familiar with the Accusight bore sighting system, please review the instruction sheet enclosed in this package. Follow along as we give step-by-step instructions on how to use the leading bore sighting system on the market. Joining me is Jonathan Miller, who's going to walk me through the bore sighting system step by step. So, what do we have here, Jonathan?
Setting up the Accusight bore sighting system is a piece of cake. We'll be using a 300 Magnum bolt-action rifle for this demonstration, but the same steps are taken for most rifles or shotguns.
I see you've put the gun on a bench rest.
Yes, this is for stability, but as long as you have a stable platform, you can do this process.
Now, on the wall over there, I see that you've set up an illuminating target. What should the distance be between the rifle and the target?
Well, this bore sighting system is designed so you can use it in your garage or when you're traveling. The ideal distance is 25 feet. However, if you're in tight quarters, any distance between 15 feet and 25 feet will sight you into the target at 100 yards.
That's great. Now, how do we start?
First, we take the laser emitter and the power source and we plug it in.
Do I turn it on?
Not just yet, but that's one of the great features of the Accusight bore sighting system. Can you believe other systems don't have a power switch?
What a waste of batteries. So, what's next?
Next, we select the proper size casing for the caliber rifle we are using.
Oh, I know that the caliber sizes are inscribed on each casing for easy reference. Today, we're using Winchester 300 Magnum caliber, so we would use this casing.
Yes, that's correct. The casing just screws onto the front of the emitter.
And now, we just insert the emitter with the casing as we would the cartridge.
That's right. And you notice the exact fit. That's because it takes the form of the actual shell casing.
Other systems don't have this feature, do they?
No, with other systems you have to push the emitter into the rifle bore until it sticks.
Sometimes it sticks so well you can't get it out.
That's right. This is a much more accurate way of doing it. Now you can turn on the power switch.
There we go. Another key feature of this bore sighting system is that the laser fills the entire bore with laser light, not just a pinpoint light, which can cause alignment problems. Now, this way, the laser light hitting the target is actually being emitted directly from the rifle's bore. Are those lines around it normal?
Yes, it's just the reflection of the inside of the barrel. Now what you want to do is align the rifle barrel with the target so that the laser spot hits the center of the target.
All right, and since the laser reflects right back at me at a 180-degree angle, I should look alongside the barrel or look through the sight. That way I can see the laser more clearly.
Next, you're going to want to take the proper post and screw on the balance piece. You can use your written instructions as a reference here.
Okay, since we're using a 300 Magnum caliber, we'll be using this adapter and this balance piece here. Now obviously, it screws onto the threaded end of the post. Now this collects the laser pattern to eliminate some of the reflected laser light.
Now you want to pick the proper sized O-ring to fit your specific rifle.
Okay, and we can refer to the instructions for the sizing chart. And this is the ring we need.
Right, and that just slips over the muzzle adapter. Next, you want to apply a thin layer of grease over your O-ring.
Now, it is very important to make sure we apply a light grease every time we bore the rifle. You can use anything, even petroleum jelly.
It'll do the trick. Now insert the adapter into the muzzle. The O-ring will hold it firmly into place.
Okay, it's in.
Now look again through the sight and center the laser pattern inside of the small circle on the target.
Okay, let me get over here and I'll look through the sight. We are centered.
Great.
Now we want to adjust the scope's crosshairs so that they cover the dotted lines on the target. Okay, the dotted lines have disappeared. We've covered them with the scope's crosshairs. Now what's next?
That's it.
We're bore sighted? Hey, that was easy.
Now at 100 yards you should be on paper. I told you it was easy.
And the best part is we didn't waste any shells making sure we were lined up. And we can do this at home, so we don't have to waste the time and money of going to a shooting range.
And it only takes 5 minutes to do.
You could also take this when you travel on an airplane to go big game hunting.
Yeah, just take the parts you need for your specific gun. You'll feel much more confident and you'll get your money's worth on your next big adventure.
Before we go, let's take a moment to talk about parallax. Now, parallax is the difference of the apparent direction of an object as seen from two different points.
In other words, where you look may not be where I look through the sight.
Which of course will greatly affect your bore sightings, especially if you're setting up the system for someone else. Now, how do we minimize this?
Well, after the initial adjustment, place your head down low by the end of the butt of the rifle.
Like this?
Yeah, that's right. Now move your head until you see an even black ring around the crosshairs.
The black circle is uneven.
What that means is you're off the correct position. All you have to do is move the position of your head so you see an even black circle around the crosshairs.
Okay, it looks even now.
All right, now you're in the proper spot to make any fine adjustments.
And that will minimize parallax.
Yes, but there are many other factors that might affect accuracy. Some barrels are slightly curved, and of course a bullet's weight and velocity, and natural forces such as wind and distance.
But these can pretty much be compensated for with some adjustments after setup. If you want to set up the Accusight bore sighting system outside, it's easy. Just find a place to hang the target at the same level as the gun on a stable surface 15 to 25 feet away. Then follow the same easy steps we just went over. Now, we'd like to thank you again for purchasing the Accusight bore sighting system. Wishing you a pleasant and safe shooting experience, I'm Jack Morris.